Hi viewers, in this video we're going to see about data visualization in Python. So what is visualization? It is a graphical representation of the data. So using charts, plots, we can represent the data visually. So this visual displays, it helps us to understand the relationship between the data. There might be more complex relationship in a data which will not be very easy to understand. So by representing data visually, we can understand the data. Also, this insights will be useful in various ways. So we are living in a data-driven world, and there is a need for this data skills for employers. The understanding of the data is very important, and this data visualization tools helps us to understand the data better. So here there are various ways to represent the data. I'm showing a simple line chart to understand. So this is a line chart. Here I have two axes, x-axis and y-axis. So x-axis represents the day of a week, and y-axis represents the number of hot dogs sold in a particular day. So here, for example, on Monday, 10 hot dogs are sold. And on Friday, if you see, Friday, the corresponding point for Friday is 70 in y-axis. So 70 hot dogs are sold on Friday. So using the visual representation, it is very easy to understand the data. So next here I'm showing a bar chart. Here in x-axis you have the fruit names, and then here in the y-axis you have number of people who likes the fruit, which fruit they like. So here by understanding, by seeing it visually, we understand that many people like the fruit blueberry. Blueberry is liked by many people. So next here I am showing a pie chart. This pie chart is a graph that represents data in a circular form. So here grocery store sale is seen represented visually. So the revenue for the grocery store through various ways are represented here. So example, through dairy products it's 20%, and then through frozen food it is 23%. So through this pie chart we can see the various ways, the percentage through which the grocery store receives the revenue. So there are various charts like pie chart and then scatter plot to represent the data. And here also we see bar chart, box and whisker plot. There are various ways to represent the data. And so since there are plenty of ways to represent, so we have to choose the appropriate the chart or the graph for the data. And in this link we can read this to understand how to pick the right chart for a particular data. So in Python we have two data visualization libraries for the representation of the data. So one is Matplotlib library and the other one is Seaborn library. So here let's see about Matplotlib library. So it is a plotting library. It is a visualization tool in Python. So you have to install Python and pip. After that you can install Matplotlib using the pip command from the command prompt. So this pip is nothing but the it is used to install packages. It acts as a package manager. Okay. So other than the libraries that come along with the Python standard library, the other packages we can install using this pip command. So how to use this? After installing Matplotlib, we want to import this Matplotlib in our code to use this visualization tool. So we are going to use import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. So let's see the meaning for this. So this Matplotlib utilities, they lie under the pyplot submodule. Okay, so matplotlib.pyplot. So since this is big, we are going to use the alias, so that is plt. So okay, so this pyplot is a plotting library. This pyplot function, it will make some changes to the figure, like creating a figure and then creating a plotting area in the figure and plotting lines in the plotting area. So here the basic code is shown. Here our data is x-axis we have fruits, and then y-axis we have number of people who like the fruits or whatever data it may be. So I have two datas and I'm going to pass this data inside the plot function. Okay, so first what I'm going to do to visualize this data, I'm going to use a matplotlib library. I want to import it using the import matplotlib.pyplot. So this matplotlib is a utility under pyplot submodule as plt. Plt is nothing but the alias of this matplotlib.pyplot. So I'm going to first I'm going to create a list x, list named x, and then y is equal to inside square brackets some values are given. This is another list. So I'm going to pass this x and y list into plt.plot of function. Okay, so and then I'm going to show this plot using dot show of function. So on the right side, the x-axis values are given, the fruit names are given, and y-axis values are given here, and then it is plotted. Since apple, it is the corresponding y value is 100, so apple 100 is plotted. Okay, so this is a line chart. So how I'm using the matplotlib, I'm going to define the x and the x-axis and the corresponding y-axis values, and then I'm going to plot them on the canvas using dot plot of function, and then to view the plot I'm going to use dot show of function. So what is this dot plot of? It is used to draw points in the diagram. It is used to draw a line from point to point. Okay, so show dot show of function. This is used to display the figure. So this is, if you understand, this is very simple. So here I have used, instead of line, for line chart I use dot plot of. So now I'm going to use I want a bar chart. So I have used plt dot bar of x comma y. See, understand this. If you're going to use example, your alias name is plt1, then you're supposed to use the plt1 dot bar of x comma y, plt1 dot show of. Okay, since our alias for matplotlib.pyplot is plt, I'm going to call plt.bar of plt.show of. So here I'm passing the two created list inside the dot bar of, and then I'm going to plot the figure. I'm going to the plot is shown using dot show of. So this is the bar chart, corresponds to the number of, the length of the bar corresponds to the number of the items. Okay, apple is sold. Say example, this y-axis represents number of fruits sold. Then apple is 100 apples are sold, and then banana 300 bananas are stored. Okay. Next, there are many still many features you can pass on to this. Okay. So here, if I want to label my graph x-axis and y-axis, so I'm going to use plt.xlabel of. Okay, and inside the plt.xlabel of function, give the x-axis name, and then plt.ylabel of. So inside this, give the y-axis name. Okay, then to give title for the graph, I'm going to use the function dot title of. Okay, so my matplotlib.pyplot is nothing but plt. So plt.title of, inside the function I'm going to give my graph name. So the code is shown here, the same list we saw before, and first I'm going to call the dot bar of function, and then I'm going to give name for my x-axis, and then y-axis is just x-axis and y-axis, and then I'm going to give title for my graph as my first graph. Okay, and then I'm going to call the show off function to display the figure. So in the right side, see here, x-axis, the name that I gave for x-axis is nothing but x-axis, and then for y-axis I gave us y-axis. So the title is given as my first graph. So for more features of Matplotlib, you can check the other next tutorials, and also for Seaborn library, it will be discussed in the next tutorial. Thank you viewers for watching.